Welcome back to Up and Adams. Our very first guest won a national championship with Alabama. We're going to get into that before being drafted in the top 10. That's right, he was drafted 9th overall by the Denver Broncos. He's not only a Pro Bowler, he is an all-pro cornerback, and he was named mayor of Shutdown City many a times by our good friend who joins us weekly on the show, Darius Butler. Please welcome Patrick Surtain.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, I'm so glad. I think we were struggling to get you on, but technology does its thing. But we are happy to have you, and especially on a sort of a special day. The schedule's released. I'm so happy to be talking to you, one of the best players in the entire NFL. When you see it pop up the first time, what's the first thing your eyes go to?
I just look at the fact that, our season coming up, our schedule.
There it is.
I just think that, it's varied, throughout, different divisions, different conferences. And, it starts off with, pretty good teams, with the Raiders, the Dolphins, the Chiefs Thursday night, the Bills, primetime game as well, too. I'm just looking forward to it, where you could just feel the urgency in the building, getting excited for these games coming up. And it's also, it would show us, what type of team we are, early and often.
Yeah, well, you guys have 4 primetime games. You mentioned the Bills one. I think that's week 10, but we're going to show you your 4 primetime matchups here. And these are the big boys, right? These are the bright lights. How important is it to you to play in primetime games, and which one of these games pops out to you the most?
I think it's very important, just to play on that national stage, on that spotlight, on national TV to show what you're capable of, what your team is capable of. It just gives us, a sight, just to go against these great teams, on national TV. Obviously the Chiefs is a big one, they're in our division, a good team as well. The Bills, the Vikings, all those teams are, they were playoff teams last year. Obviously the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. But, those teams are the ones that, I'm looking forward to.
You're taking on a lot of wide receivers. Listen, there's a full screen that flies around ever so often of Darrelle Revis, and it's all of the wide receivers that he held to 35 yards or under, and it's insane. Here it is. You got Randy twice, T.O. twice, Steve Smith, Torrey Hill. I want you to channel this kind of energy when I show you these wide receivers that you're going to be going up against. You've got Stephon Diggs on here, Keenan Allen, Tyreek Hill, Garrett Wilson. Who are you eyeing on this list the most? Pick one, Patrick.
It's a schedule. I'm going against a lot of great receivers. Probably Diggs or Jefferson, both on primetime football, on the national spotlight. I'm looking forward to those matchups, it's gonna be a dogfight. It's gonna be a battle going against one of the best in the league. Both in their respectfully positions. So, I'm looking forward to that. I'm always ready for a battle. I always get prepared for that. So, I'm ready for those two.
It's true, but let's talk about that first one on there, Davante Adams. I know you want that, right? Because you faced him. He's probably, you've shut down a lot of those guys, but what is it about Adams, and how was your mindset going into facing him?
He's a technician at what he does. We battled it out the first year. We went against each other. And, I'm looking forward to, many more battles. Obviously he's in my division. So we play twice a year. We just battle, compete at a high level, mano a mano on the field, on the bright lights, on the biggest stage. I'm also excited about that matchup as well, too, as we go against each other this year as well. So, I'm looking forward to that matchup.
I'm excited. I'd like to see Denver get a win over the Raiders this year.
Yeah, and that's the most important thing, is to get a win over a division rival like the Raiders. So, that's the most important thing, aside all the matchups and, and all the anticipation building on that, is to get a win in the division. So that's the biggest thing.
How much is that crazy man, who's now your head coach, going to help you do that?
Oh, he's gonna help me a lot. right now I can just tell like the focus level he has on the team right now. He's very locked in. He knows what we're capable of as a team. And, we got young talent on the team. I think we're a complete roster on both sides of the ball. So, I'm looking forward to that. And also, he just knows what it takes, to win on the biggest stages. He's proven that in his past before. His resume speaks for itself. So, I'm looking forward to, going on the field with Sean and, winning some ball games.
So is he, when you say he's really focused, because there's like two sides of Sean. There's like the absolute crazy person who you don't have to say it, I'm saying it. He's crazy, ruthless.
No. Trust me, I've seen.
Tell me what you've seen. Tell me what you've seen.
He's shown that.
How? What have you seen so far?
I'll tell you this, Sean. He's very involved with the team. He's gonna tell you what it is and what it ain't. He's just very, very, in tune with himself. He's got a high personality as well too. He talks the talk as well too. So, once you go in and meet him and talk with him, you can understand why, he's one of the best coaches just by his personality. So, he acts just like us as kids, but, in a good way, in a positive way. So, he's a great coach in general all around, but, his personality speaks volumes.
Because he's crazy and he's ruthless, but then there's also the side you're talking about. I mean, have you seen this side of him yet? The side where he's dancing, the side where he's having fun. Have you seen this side of Sean Payton yet?
No, not yet. Obviously, we got to win.
Yeah.
We got to win some ball games first, but, I'm looking forward to that this season because, I can't wait to see that, him bring that energy towards the team, that enthusiasm. And, we can't wait to, celebrate victories like that. And, he always got the fresh pair of Jordans on as well, too. So, he always going to stay kicked to his style. So,
Patrick, what size shoe do you wear?
13.
Ooh, is he a 13? I don't remember, but Mark Ingram literally would go up to his office and get boxes of Jordans because they were the same shoe size, and Jordan just literally sends him all the shoes. So you might have to squeeze a little bit. You might have to put some tissue in the toe, whatever it is. Like, but if y'all are the same shoe size, you are set with those Jordans.
Oh yeah, Sean be telling us the whole backstory on his Jordan deal and how he get his players right, get his players fitted. So once those boxes come to his office, I'm gonna go up, ask for a favor.
But you gotta win, which I love that it was a kind of a trick question. You answered it perfectly. Like, you can't celebrate before wins keep happening.
Right.
You gotta get wins, especially against division rivals, especially in that crazy division that you play in. Now, there was that footage of like the Nuggets game, and they won last night or whatever, but it was Sean Payton and it was Russell Wilson and Sean's wife between them, and they're talking. And I was saying that I literally do not think, Patrick, that there is a more like odd couple quarterback coach combo than these two. Like, they could not be more different. What do you make of them and how they'll vibe this year? Because you spent a year with Russell.
Yeah, I think they'll get along well. Obviously, they're two different personalities. Russ is more, enthused. He's more like, to himself, but also, he's a very strong leader at work, and he works hard as well too. But, I just think they'll gel well. They both know the game very well. I think that, Sean may offer him what he sees on the field, and Russ may teach him some things on the field as well too. Yeah. So I just think that they'll combine well and gel well in a way. I
think they're like Tony Stark and Steve Rogers. They're like Iron Man and Captain America. Like these two. And Iron Man is Sean Payton, and then you've got the quiet, like church boy, squeaky clean Russell Wilson as Captain America. Am I wrong? I'm right.
Yeah. Like I said, I just think that, those two different personalities, once they gel together, I just think that, it makes for one. Obviously they've been working already, getting prepared for the season. I can't wait. I'm excited to see what happens because, I'm looking forward to, the offense working and, they working towards the season. So, I just believe that, Sean, when you bring a guy in like that, it brings the best out of everybody. So I can't wait to see that.
You have like a smile on your face about it, which I'm really keying into because I think Denver's got a little something for the rest of the league this year. I think it's a bit of a mystery. Russell Wilson was a huge mystery last year. You were doing your thing. If they can click it, make it happen, then it'll make your job maybe a little bit easier taking on all those wide receivers and having to shut them down. So I'm happy for you. I'm excited for what this year brings. Let's wrap this up with a little game that my producers created. It's in your honor. It's called Are You Surtain? I'm sure you've heard that before. So it's a little playoff. Are you certain? Are you sure? So I will make a statement, and you tell me if you agree or not, if you're certain about it or not. So last season, you made an incredible diving, sliding interception to Patrick Mahomes in Week 14. You know which one I'm talking about. This year, you'll intercept Patrick Mahomes more than once. Are you certain?
I'm certain.
Yeah!
Certain of it, as I should say.
Ow, ow! We love to hear it. I can't wait. And make them that pretty. That was beautiful. I almost swore. Oh, my God. All right. There are some great former Alabama defensive backs in the NFL right now. Marlon Humphrey, Trayvon Diggs. You are currently the best Alabama DB in the NFL. Are you certain about that?
I'm certain of it. You can say it.
You're certain.
Even though, there's so many great, Alabama DBs, across the league. They doing what they're doing respectively on their side, of the ball. So, they just, it just keeps on going, from Alabama. It's like a train, it's like a, cycle, just keep on producing DBs in the league. And I can't wait to see what we got this year. So
I will say you don't like being compared to other DBs, and I love that about you. Like, you gotta give everyone their love, and you say everyone's on their own journey, and I've noticed that about you, and I really respect and I do appreciate that about you, Patrick. All right, let me ask you about this show that I've never watched, but I know that you watch FX Snowfall. It just had its series finale after 6 years. Snowfall is one of the best series ever. Are you certain about that?
I'm certain of it. I just feel like they did my dog Franklin wrong. I ain't like the way how they did him at the end.
What happened to Franklin? He lived, though.
Yeah, he lived, but, it ended up bad. Everything went wrong. And, he didn't get his glory, so went down the wrong tracks, so. But I love the show in general. I just feel like every season and each episode had me like in awe, so it kept me on the edge of my seat.
I think Sean Payton's happy. It's over just in time for you to hit the books and watch the Devontae Adams tape and the Stephon Diggs tape and get it all going for this year, which is great. Now, we've noticed on Twitter, and this is where, listen, I gave you your love, but you lost me here. Now we're not friends because you like videos with snakes in them, okay? Are you a snake guy? Are we certain about this?
I want to say I'm a snake guy because I'm scared of them as well too.
Okay.
But I just thought, the video was interesting because, I just feel like when you see those type of animals, like just in a brawl like that, it's kind of crazy. Like this video, for example, is like, I wouldn't know what to do if I seen a snake like that, like in the open, but it's crazy and it's pretty entertaining to me. But I'm scared of snakes as well too, so
good.
You ain't got to.
Because I thought you had liked, no, Patrick, you had liked multiple snake videos, and I'm like, oh my God, is he a snake guy? Because I can't. I want to root for him. I can't do it. Last but not least, you faced, because the schedule was released, you faced some of the best quarterbacks in the NFL this season, but you also faced two of your former Alabama teammates, which I love. You take on Tua and Mac Jones. You will intercept both of them. Are you certain?
I'm certain of it.
Who are you looking forward to facing more of those two?
I'm looking forward facing Tua because it's back at home where I'm from, playing Miami at the Dolphins field. I'm looking forward to that game. It should be fun, just going back home, playing in front of my family, in front of my hometown. I'm very excited for it.
We're excited for you. Enjoy the season. The smile is saying it all. You're a man of few words, but the smile is selling whatever you've got going on there in Denver. Good luck to you. Good luck to those Nuggets. Good luck to Russell Wilson, Sean Payton, the dancing. Good luck to the snake and the cat, the whole thing. We appreciate you. Patrick Surtain, we're big fans here on Up and Adams. We're all about the defense today. We have got C.J. Gardner-Johnson on the program. Let's talk about the NFC North champion Lions.